What is up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. Um, I gotta double check, make sure everything looks right, but we should be good. We should be live. It's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks since I've done a live stream. Let me double check, make sure everything looks good. Boom. Sorry, I gotta mute. Okay, perfect. Everything looks great. We'll kind of wait for the notification to go out, but yeah, I'm very excited for today's live. We have so much to talk about. Brantley, my co-host, will be joining us in just a second here. But yeah, we have so much to talk about. I'm very excited. So we're gonna talk about a plethora of things today. We have a lot of stuff to go through. So we will start with kind of talking about the Avengers stuff because I feel like that's the biggest stuff that everyone wants to talk about. And then we can get into Daredevil, Death of a Unicorn, and The Woman in the Yard. So yeah, lots to cover here. Brantley is just getting in, so let me go ahead and add him to the stream. What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yo, yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, sweet, dude. How are you?
I'm good, bro. How have you been, bro? A
I'm
lot has happened
chilling,
since our last
dude. It's
stream.
it's been like 3 weeks, I think, since our last stream. A lot.
A
We've been
lot
running
has
the motions.
transpired.
There's a lot of there's a lot happening in the world right now. I was just running everyone through what we're talking about today. We have a pretty full slate. We'll start off by talking about all of the Avengers stuff. There's an insane amount of things to talk about that, and then we'll get into Daredevil Born Again. I had a couple things to talk about that. Death of a Unicorn, and then Woman in the Yard. But starting it off with all of the Avengers stuff. This is like, oh, also I did want to mention really quickly. I broke my microphone, so I don't have like the tripod connector thing. So
Oh,
I'm holding the mic
dang.
now, which is kind of annoying, but um
Yeah, I bet.
we're making it work. I just want to make sure that you guys know if I'm like accidentally put my mic away, let me know in the chat if you can't hear me properly. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. The Avengers Doomsday lineup has finally been revealed, which first of all, was not expecting this at all.
No, neither was I. Neither was
We
I.
knew it was going into production though soon, so I was kind of expecting like maybe like just like the slate, you know what I mean? You know how they do like the
Yeah.
action slate thing, maybe that with like a new working title or a new logo or something. But they went ahead and revealed a good chunk of the cast. So I have the entire cast pulled up here. We'll go through them one by one. We'll kind of go. I do want to go bottom to top,
Okay.
but there are a lot of like grouping together. Like obviously the Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts and stuff like that. Luke Ponto said, "What's up? What is up? How are you doing? Welcome to
Yo.
the
What's
live."
happening, man? What's
Um,
happening?
yeah, everyone, let us know actually what your most anticipated character out of the ones that we've gotten so far. Let us know who your most anticipated is in the comments in the chat, and then when we get into the who we want to see other predictions, then let us know who you want that wasn't on this list because there are a lot of characters that aren't here yet, which we'll talk about in a
Oh, for
second.
real.
But yeah, starting it off, we have Winston Duke. I'm actually really excited for this because I feel like I was kind of afraid that the like built-in MCU world wouldn't be as used because but like Wakanda is like so important to the like I guess like integrity of the world now in the MCU. So I think Winston Duke is the perfect pick like that. I think Winston Duke and Letitia Wright as Black Panther, like I think those are two non-negotiables.
For sure, for sure.
I wonder though if that concept art was real or not, and if we're still getting a variant, or if that's maybe T'Challa's kid. Um,
Oh, you mean like the old, like the Black Panther, like concept, like the recast
Yeah,
one they
yeah.
had, or whatever?
The leaks that happened like maybe
I
like
think
3 weeks ago.
I think they'll probably do a variant because I mean, even though they're announced all this stuff, I mean, no, there's no doubt still going to be surprises in this movie. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see like a Black Panther variant of some sort kind of show up within Doomsday because I feel like
Interesting.
man, it's Marvel. They're going to have some surprises still. I mean, they're giving us a lot, right now up front, but I feel like there's still going to be stuff
Yeah,
kind of
they're
tucked
giving us
tucked
a
under their
lot. I
sleeve.
guarantee you, like half these X Men are dying in the first scene.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like I don't know how, but yeah, no, they're all going to probably be cooked. Uh,
Dude, it's kind of giving like very beginning of Avengers Infinity War where Thanos like basically just ravages through that
Yeah.
Ragnarok ship that Thor is on, and then sends Thor to send like a message to other people. But like it's like, okay, Doom is conquering literal multiverses. Imagine if Doom just like dogs on the entire X-Men Fox universe in like
No,
one go.
literally. Man.
I think that's really what's gonna happen. And then we have Ghost. We'll kind of group the bottom. Group the three together because I think Yelena's a different conversation.
But I mean, they're all
Ghost.
like the. I was gonna bring that up. Oh no. What
Yeah.
were you
Well,
saying?
they're all in the
Yeah.
Thunderbolts. So it
Yeah.
is. It is kind of a interesting choice that
I was like,
they
bro,
are
right
like,
before the movie
yeah,
comes out,
no one's
bro.
gonna die. Okay, that's interesting. So okay, well, Sentry is also on this list, which we'll talk more about him in detail later. I never thought Sentry was gonna die, cause like, how would the Thunderbolts even kill Sentry? That's what I was thinking was. That wasn't a big surprise to me at all.
Yeah. No, for real. I don't know. Like with the Sentry dude, like I'm very interested to kind of see how he functions within like the Thunderbolts movie, even like past that point.
Did you see that new promo?
I saw the tweet, but I didn't like watch the actual clip
Dude,
itself.
the void is real apparently. Like they're actually doing the void thing. I didn't know this. Like Sentry can literally just send people to the fucking shadow realm if he wants to.
Oh, I saw. Oh, I saw a clip of people like disappearing and
Yeah,
stuff. Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
No,
crazy.
that was
Like how the
insane.
fuck how did the Thunderbolts fight that? That doesn't make any sense.
That was insane work, bro.
But yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping Ghost and maybe US Agent kind of die. Like I feel like that's good enough stakes. Like those are characters that have been in a project before, not necessarily die, but maybe get like so badly injured that they can never be a hero or whatever, an anti-hero
Yeah.
again. I never expected Red Guardian to die though. Well, maybe I guess like saving Yelena or something because it's technically her dad, but like I don't know. These are characters I think they just announced to make the cast longer.
No, for real. But I do think it's interesting. I don't know why. Like, 'cause I feel like half the intrigue of the Thunderbolts is this kind of idea of like who's gonna make it out, kind of thing. And I feel like now, like like 3 people or 4 are safe. It's like,
All of them.
dang.
Literally, Bucky's in this movie too.
Oh, is he on the? Oh, wait, is he
Yeah.
on the pick? He's in the
Bucky,
pick?
yeah,
Oh.
Bucky's next to Beast and
Oh,
Magneto
I'm sure,
in between him.
bro. What, bro? Like, why did they do this? I'm so
I don't know.
confused by this. Still,
I don't
like,
really. Okay. I will say, this is kind of the problem you just run into with the cinematic universe. You know, like this is kind of just like you're filming projects back to back. You're. You should have opened the show with just your chairs.
No.
Dude, did you watch any of it? Did you watch any of the live stream?
of the actual like the chair
Yeah,
stream. I just saw
the
clips
big.
like of the names, but I
Okay.
didn't actually watch the stream. But
So I was in a film festival screening in the morning, and then I saw your notification on my watch, and you were like, "This is some bullshit." And I
No,
literally went to
no.
the bathroom and opened up Twitter because I was like, "What are they even doing?" Because you were like, "This is such a bullshit announcement." Blah blah blah. Blah,
Yeah,
blah. And
yeah.
I was like, "What is going on? Like, what? Why?"
No, for real.
You watched all of it? Oh my
No,
god.
that's insane.
Dude,
That's
5.5 hours. Dude, I was like, fuck this. I mean, I had obviously discussing film notifications on. So they
Yeah.
were revealing everything.
Like,
I'm like, there's no dude. I came back from my screening, bro. I took a nap. I woke up later. I was like, this thing is still going. Like the live stream was still
insane
going.
work, dude.
But when I woke up from my nap is when they were announcing the actual like X-Men stuff. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. And I was just constantly waiting for the live stream to end so I can make my short on it. Because,
Yeah.
okay, I will say 2 things about the overall live stream before we get back to this cast.
Yeah.
This proves 2 things in my opinion. For content creators, it sucked because it's like obviously you don't want to spend 5.5 hours of your day watching a live stream reporting on every single little casting. But as a fan, if I was dude, this is kind of cool to me. Like I thought it was kind of sick.
Bro, I don't know. Like to me, it just gives like desperate, bro. Like,
Brother, they had 5 million people watching at one point.
bro, I'm just saying, still, like, bro, we're doing a live stream, like, rollout for a cast announcement, bro. Like
5.
like,
Okay,
what's
but
happening?
it worked,
I
brother.
mean, but they're
it
Marvel
worked.
though. Like 5 million, like they could stream paint drying and probably still get viewers. Like for like 5 million people, I feel like is that like
Dude,
I don't even
5
know.
million is a lot of people, bro.
I mean, I get that, but Marvel, like they're Marvel, like I don't know, like the numbers, like it's just to me, it's
Well,
like
okay, you're saying Marvel is Marvel, and then you're the same group of people that say Marvel fell off and Marvel's washed. I'm just
I mean,
saying
I
I'm
think
not.
it
I'm
is
just saying.
giving watch though. At
Well,
the
I'm
same
just saying
time,
5 million people still tuned into a lot, bro. I don't think you understand how difficult 5 million people live, brother.
I mean, I get, but like when you're one of the biggest like companies in the world, it's like I don't know. Like to me, I get what you're saying. Like, that's a lot of people for sure. But it's just like I don't know, man. I think the move itself was just giving like watch, bro. Like what are we doing? Like just terms like hyping this up was kind of crazy to me. Like I don't know.
Well,
I
they
kind of
weren't
just
really like it wasn't like they were like constantly. It was kind of like if you're there, you're there. Like we are. I'm a pretty big Marvel fan, and I didn't watch
yeah
any of it. Like you know what I mean? Like I think it was just. I think also it's really cool as like imagine if you're just working a normal job, right? And you're like every like 30 minutes you just get a notification on your phone or you have the live stream up on like your second computer or something and it's just like holy shit fucking Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart back as Magneto and Professor X. Like that's the
yeah.
coolest thing ever. I think it works for like just general fans of the MCU. I think those are really the only people watching it because I think honestly hardcore fans unless they're doing like I think hardcore in terms of like content creators are probably like doing live reactions and shit. But like other than
Yeah.
that, I wasn't sitting there the whole time.
But
I
I
don't
think
think most
also
people
like
were.
the intrigue though, because even like think about it, this is the first time they ever like have done this, like an official casting announcement, bro.
That's kind
Like,
of but Doomsday is
like
like the
that's kind
perfect
of.
project to do it for though.
But it's like, bro, like I don't know, like what happened? Just like you have like that's what I think is just better. Like like the diehard fans, like yeah, like we before movies, we would know who's gonna be in them because we were on Twitter and stuff like that. But it's like I feel like half the like the spectacle of these movies, like seeing what's gonna like who's gonna be in it. Like just imagine if none of these X-Men were announced, bro, and that just like to me that's just way crazier in terms of like a
Oh, so
cinematic
okay, so you're not
experience.
are you talking about it's washed in terms of revealing the cast or washed in terms of the live stream or both?
Like kind of both, but I guess in terms of, like yeah,
Okay.
revealing the cast is more so like just I feel like that just move
Well,
in
I
general is
think I think
like
Marvel is in a spot where they kind of have to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I can agree with you on that one because like dude, like
yeah
think about Deadpool and Wolverine obviously made a Billy, but it's still like Doomsday and the shit that they went through with Kang. It's like we have both talked about this multiple times.
yeah.
There is literally no setup going into Doomsday, bro. They're filming Doomsday already. It's crazy. Like and and there has been no setup for. I mean, like obviously Fantastic Four serves as like the only really prelude to Doomsday, but
Yeah.
even then we don't have that yet. We have one trailer for that. We don't know anything going
One,
on.
bro.
So I will agree. It's slightly a washed move. Derpy Entertainment said Marvel isn't washed and I prefer DC, but Marvel overall has a reputation for it, and I'm just tired of the glazing for Marvel fans. They aren't in a good spot from consistency overall in the universe. I agree.
I would definitely
I
agree.
I
Yeah.
can
They're
agree.
in
The
a weird spot right now
consistency,
for sure.
yeah, consistency is not great, but I think this is the movie you have to pull in order to really start ramping
Mhm.
shit up. And I guarantee you, Brantley, we're saying all of this, and half these characters aren't gonna be in over 15% of this movie. I can tell you
I
that
mean,
right now.
probably not. Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's just like still just the movie announced the cast. I just thought
Yeah,
it was odd. I was like, man, what's going on? Like this is
I see
not
what
the
you're
MCU
saying.
that I once knew. Like usually it's be rumors until the movie comes out. Like Twitter speculation. Like now he's getting
Well,
official
I think
casting
I'm
announcement.
not gonna lie. I don't think this is it though. Like if okay, it's a different story if this was the only cast.
Oh, true.
First
Yeah,
of
yeah,
all, well, Marvel and Robert Downey Jr. already teased that there's like way more cast. Obviously, there is way more cast. Like
yeah.
every other like multiversal character, this isn't like even a smidge of what's gonna happen. Like be a part of this film, in my opinion. But let's get back to the cast itself because I do want to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
rumored characters after. Danny Ramirez and Anthony Mackie makes sense. Captain America, Falcon. I think that's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Letitia Wright and Tanakh Tuerta. I think Namor is such a fire pole. Like that is so cool to me. Like I was
Oh
not
yeah,
expecting
no.
him to be
I was
back
saying
at
either. I
all.
would say that was unexpected.
And
But I liked
dude,
him a lot.
Namor and Sue Storm, bro, they're doing it. I think they're doing it.
Bro, like Namor, because I really like. I mean, I know some people don't like him in Wakanda Forever. I thought he was a pretty good villain in
I think
Wakanda
he's pretty
Forever.
good. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him come back for this.
Also,
Um.
imagine him and Black Panther have to team up now.
Oh, true. If it's like, yeah, no, that is true. But they kind of ended with the movie on like kind of what decent terms, right? Or no, I forgot how Wakanda
Decent,
Forever
yeah,
ended.
but like it was like she didn't kill him because Killmonger and like the spirit realm thing, or no, not Killmonger. I think it was the mom, like in the spirit realm. Someone convinced her not to and said it was not the way or something like that. But Derby Entertainment said, I think the X-Men are back for nostalgia reasons, but that's just me. I I I think it's nostalgia, but I also think they're getting killed off. Like I think honestly, Marvel is kind of ready to go. Like, fuck the multiverse in terms of like we're just killing everything that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, let's set up. At the end
Yeah,
of the day, like Brantley and I've said a million times, they have no stakes in this movie, in this build up at all so far. So
we still don't
I
know the
think the
plot of this
best way.
movie. We don't even know like know what this movie really is. Honestly, that's the crazy part too. Is like
Okay, so that's what's
all we know
so
is just
cool about
it
exactly
has Doom.
exactly what you just said to me about how they're revealing too much ahead of time and you still don't know jack shit. So that's
Like,
that's kind of the
bro,
point I bring up is like I understand they are giving away a lot with this cast in general terms of like, oh my god, X-Men are back. We don't know if this is Avengers versus X-Men. We don't know if X-Men die within the first 15 seconds. We don't know what Doom is even doing. We don't know what type of Doom this even is. And now, granted, the Russo brothers did say the Iron Man story comes into play, which is so fucking worrying.
yeah.
That sounds so bad, but we don't know what's gonna happen. So I, honest to God, cannot understand a complaint about this about them announcing the
Dude,
cast. I get the
I
wash thing about
can.
like the live stream and stuff, but I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
I can because I think it's just like I get what you're saying, but it just seems like because think like the old like I'm talking about Infinity War, like Endgame, like stuff like that. Like those
But they
movies,
didn't have
yeah, like
cameos. We knew everyone was gonna be. We knew it from the. We knew it.
yeah, but I just mean in terms of, like the hype for them, like at least like we didn't really know what's gonna happen, but we kind of had like there was stuff to be excited about because of like where the story in the universe was going. Like this
Yeah.
one, like it's no direction. They're just kind of getting hype off of being mysterious, bro. Like this is like they're trying
That's
to pull
aura.
a
That's
Playboy
kind of
Cardi
aura.
with
That's
this movie,
that's
bro. Like
that's kind of
that's
aura.
crazy to
That's
me. Like
kind
they're
of
trying to
aura.
be mysterious. Like I don't know, but it's like
Is
it's
that
just such
not?
like
Is that not really like? Is that not aura though? Is that not aura, bro? Come on.
is it aura? Like it is aura, but it's just like a very cheap way of getting aura, bro. Like
That's
it's
like
kind
low
of aura,
key. I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what Playboy Cardi does.
but
Derpy
like
Entertainment
he
said
started it,
my
bro.
my guest characters will die and they'll lose and set up Battle World for Secret Wars. I don't think our main characters will lose, but I think this will like I think like X-Men, if X-Men end up surviving Doom on okay, theory time, I think maybe like two X-Men will survive Doom. And it'll kind of be a like a Thor Loki moment where Thor goes back to or Bruce goes back to Earth, warns Doctor Strange, and we go from there. You know what I'm saying? But this time it's because of incursions, the thing that was introduced in Multiverse of Madness, where universes are colliding. I think that could be kind of a thing going on, but I don't know yet. Then we have a couple. We'll kind of group a couple of the X-Men together. Alan Cumming, Patrick Stewart, Rebecca Raman. I think it's Roman or Raman.
Yeah,
But these three, I mean, dude, they got Patrick Stewart working his ass off till he's like
bro,
fucking
literally.
100 years old. This is
Freaking Alan
crazy work.
Cummings, 60 years old, bro. The Nightcrawler actor, bro. Like,
Dude,
bro, they're about
you
to like
know, you know
what?
they're just scanning his body and CGing the whole thing
No,
because there's
literally,
no
like,
way he's moving like a Nightcrawler nowadays.
dude, like it's not.
Um, that is insane. Mystique, I kind of wish Jennifer Lawrence is my favorite Mystique. I rewatched a couple of the X-Men movies recently. Jennifer Lawrence is my favorite Mystique,
Man,
but
you
she
like her
said she
over the
hates.
OG?
Yes, 100%. Dude, her and James McAvoy and Magneto, the perfect chemistry, bro. The perfect
Hey,
chemistry, in my
Jennifer Lawrence
opinion.
wasn't bad, but like, I just think the other Mystique had a little bit more aura, bro. Like, I don't know, like
I don't know. I don't think
she
so.
had
But
more like no pun intended. Like there was more like Mystique there, like with her. I feel like
yeah,
versus Jennifer
100%.
Lawrence, like
But okay, Jennifer Lawrence did say that Jennifer Lawrence did say that she doesn't like being Mystique. Like she hates the makeup process and everything. So like cool. But then we have Gambit. Channing Tatum's Gambit. Dude, this is one where come on, you gotta be happy, bro. Like
oh yeah, no, I think
like
he's gonna be great. I mean, I liked him a lot in Deadpool Wolverine. Probably Loki, my favorite like part of the movie. I'm not gonna lie, when he came in, he was hilarious to me.
he was awesome. And then James Marsden. This is another one I'm really excited for. I just love him as Cyclops. Dude, Man, this is okay. I'm gonna sound like such a fanboy, okay? I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just need him to say the line, bro. I just need him to say to me my X-Men. Like I just need that to be said. Like I need
Bro,
him to wear
you're the problem,
I
bro. You're
know.
fucking the problem.
I need him to wear the yellow and blue suit. I need him to like stop himself from hitting the ground with his lasers. Dude, I need him to start turning 90-degree angles because of his lasers. Like that is the coolest thing ever. And it feels like Marvel understood that in animation with X-Men 97.
For sure.
I don't know if that's gonna happen here. And I'm not gonna like be you know what? Let me defend myself really quick because Derpy just said here comes the glazing, okay? Brantley, we were watching Deadpool and Wolverine. This is my like second or third time watching the film. This was Brantley's first time watching it. And Brantley, I swear to God, said, "Oh, I was low-key expecting more like cameos and shit." Brantley said that to me in the parking lot as we were walking out of the AMC. And I am not the problem because I went in expecting not that much from Deadpool and Wolverine. And Brantley, the glazing is real.
Wait, no,
You're
but
the problem. You're the problem. You're the
in
problem.
an excited way. I was like, oh, I just thought they would like do. I expected generally like more cameos in the movie, like just from how like people were hyping up before. Because I think I watched like probably it was a little bit
Like a
after it
week
came
later?
out, like a week after.
Like
I
no,
saw
no, no,
all
no,
like
no, no.
the
It was
hype,
like a week and a half, maybe.
yeah, like the tweets and stuff. I'm thinking like, oh, they're about to it's about to be cameo like galore, like. So I'm just like thinking like, okay, like at least I hope it's like some cool ass cameos. Most of them are okay. I get like Gambit was probably the best one.
You hate, bro. You are the problem. I'm not gonna. You're the problem.
But I definitely did
you
expect
are
them to
the
go
problem.
harder with the cameos. This movie seems like we're about to get cameo overload. So like
I don't know if it'll be
I don't
cameos
know.
much. Like, okay, I didn't really think that Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, I would say there were cameos just in terms of like, oh, it's surprising that old characters come back. But like, they were interesting to the plot, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't say like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I don't I don't think they were cameos to me. Like they were like integral pieces to like
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man's
I mean
arc
they
No
were
Way
just
Home.
characters. So like, I don't know. It's just like they were
So
just
I
there
would
to
say the
be.
same thing about Gambit, Electro, Blade, and all of them. Like I would
That's
say that
true.
they were pretty essential to the plot. Like X-23, like I don't know. I thought they were pretty essential to character motives and stuff like that. But I don't think that's going to be the case here at all. I think these characters are either dying right away or just going to be used as like a very small plot device. Um,
No, I agree.
and then
They're
we
gonna
had
show up in the classic suits that like everyone wants them to see them in. Like,
yes,
I'm like it is gonna probably be like
it's
like
gonna
cool
be
to see it in the
so
moment, but it's just
fun.
like I
Okay,
don't
you know what?
know,
I
bro.
know Brantley is actually not gonna enjoy it though. You know what? Because he's gonna go in with the hater mindset. He's gonna go
Dude,
in, and this is exactly what happened with Deadpool Wolverine. I know it. I know it. You want to admit it, but I know it. You go into Marvel movies nowadays, and you don't want to like it. You don't want to like it. Like back in
yeah,
the day, and I'm not saying that's the only way to enjoy a film by any means, but I think like especially with like Captain America Brave New World, I went in with literally zero expectations and I was like, "Damn, this is fun." Like it's like I don't
yeah,
think it's like
yeah.
amazing by any means. There are a lot of problems with that film. But it's just a really
Wow.
fun film and I really enjoy it. But I can admit its flaws. I think Bradley's gonna go into Doomsday and be like, "Yeah, this should like half a star, Loki," and then he's gonna give it like 2.5 and be like, "It exceeded my expectations." So like, this is kind of just the way
Nah,
it goes
bro, but
nowadays.
it's just gotta be the build up to it. I promise if Fantastic Four is good, like Marvel will have restored my faith a little bit, bro. I'm gonna be excited for this. Like in a few months, if Fantastic Four actually is a banger, like Doomsday, I'm definitely
Oh
gonna be a bit
no.
more excited. I
All
think
right, we'll
everything
see.
is leaning on that movie. Like for me, like the future of Marvel rests on Fantastic Four in terms of like my opinion.
Okay, that's I can respect that. I can respect that. This is crazy. I'm gonna be real. I'm more excited for Super Gold than Doomsday. Oh no, Brantley, you can't even second this, bro. Come on.
Okay, I can't second this, but I do understand the low hype for Doomsday, bro. Like, I just don't know.
Oh,
It's
I
just like
completely get it. I get it. I get it.
I just don't feel the same level because this is like we haven't like worked for this moment. Like the build up for this moment has been so like just all over the place. It doesn't even feel like this culmination of anything. Like I don't even know what we've been doing. Like Marvel's just been adding on like a million different kind of plot threads that haven't been closed off or anything like that. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, what is like even I forgot. Like I was watching Daredevil, bro. Like in like I think it was episode like 4, I think. And the guy mentions like the scroller like that, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, there are scrolls here. I don't know what happened to them. Like, what are they doing with them? Like,
I
It's
don't,
just so many
dude. They
different
had, by
things,
the way,
bro.
they had a whole show that I did not watch, and I
Oh
watched
yeah,
everything.
Secret Invasion.
I watched everything, and I did not
You're
watch
right.
that
Yeah.
show. Um, but okay, so speaking of loose threads, this next character is the perfect example of that. Kelsey Grammer as Beast. So Brantley actually didn't watch the Marvels, I don't think. At the end
No.
of the Marvels, um, Monica Rambeau gets sent into like an alternate dimension, by the way, where her mom is like an X-Men or something, and the Beast
Of
is the one
course.
taking care of her in this like X hospital, and like the X-Men
Oh,
97 theme plays. This is like this
what the
picture of
fuck?
Beast, by the way. This picture of Beast, hold on, I gotta sneeze.
You're good.
This picture of Beast is like what he looks like in the post-credit scene. Like that's his like
Bro, because I
secret
was so
look.
confused. Like everyone on Twitter was like reposting that screenshot. I'm like, where is this picture from? Like, wait, is like did I miss something? Like, where is this from? Like they like
Yeah,
Beast is returning. Like returning from where? Like I'm so
he's in a
confused. Like,
post-credit scene already, but it's we know it's from an alternate universe. So if they use this Beast, they have to tell us where Monica Rambeau is.
so how does she
So
get to the
I'm
alternate universe? Like,
she at the in the end, like in like the old penultimate moments to like defeat the bad guy, she had
yeah,
to like go through time or some shit. Like she used her power. She went so brazy that she like traveled dimensions or some shit. I don't know.
travel
It was
dimension.
wild. It was cool. It was an interesting like. It's cool like when you have like such like cosmic power that like your like version of overloading your powers like transitioning through universes. Like that's kind of sick. But
That's
like
hard.
but like 3 people saw that movie, so it doesn't really matter.
Loki, I want to watch it, but I had a friend here like at my like school. He was like telling me like it was pretty fire. He was like, "Don't sit the hate, like tap in." I was like, I don't know, maybe I guess I don't know. Like I
I
might
love
give
Brie
it a go.
Larson. I love Brie Larson. I love Miss Marvel, dude. Miss Marvel is the most underrated Disney Plus show in my opinion. So underrated.
Yeah,
But the movie was kind of just mid. It wasn't that. It wasn't good, and it wasn't like bad. Like it was just the most mid
I
thing
feel that.
ever. And then we have Sebastian Stan, Bucky. I'm like, I'm actually very interested to see like just Bucky re-teaming up with Captain America, and then like, I don't know. I mean, we'll get to like the core characters at the very top of this list, but I would love to see like our phase 1, 2, 3 heroes interact with each other again. You know what I mean? Like after all
Yeah,
this has happened, whether it is like banter that they have about like, holy shit, how do we go from Thanos to this shit? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
whatever the case may be, I'm really interested. And then we have Ian McKellen as Magneto. I think Buddy's cooked. Like or they send what, dude? It would be low key iconic as fuck if they had Magneto and Professor X be the ones warning like our Avengers about the threat because they've already fought in Days of the Future Past. Like they've already fought like a world ending, like time, universe threatening thing. Dude, did you see that theory about the Days of the Future Past?
Nah, what's the
So
theory?
actually let me look it up before I say it wrong. I'm gonna read it out like
Because are
word
we
for word.
assuming they're like from the Fox films, or are they gonna be from the same universe as like this new Beast?
I think it's probably gonna be a mix, but we don't know yet. Um,
That's why that could be kind of convoluted if it's like
yeah, like
X
you
Men
have to
from Beast
pick.
universe, and then like yeah, the Fox X Men like that we know. Like I don't know.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, so they said, Grammer Stewart McKellen got to be the Fox universe, the one that reversed the Sentinels and shit. You mess with time, it tends to mess back. Did reversing the events of Days of the Future Past create Downey's doom?
That's interesting.
So
That
that's
could be
interesting
interesting.
because I mean, like like they could just give Beast a new look, really. Like it's not that deep. It's really not like,
Yeah, yeah.
but because like fucking Alan Cumming is gonna be 60 years older than he was in the other
No,
movie.
for
So
real.
like,
Like
yeah, like I don't think they're necessarily going for exact accuracy, you know. But also, wait, if I'm not mistaken, Mystique died in Dark Phoenix, so like there's certain things with certain characters that aren't gonna come
but that was
back.
also that was like the other like Mystique though. That was Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique, right?
It's the same Mystique
Dark
though.
Phoenix.
It's the same character. They're just like recast for like younger and older.
But even that Mystique was already a rebooted version of the OG Mystique. You know what I mean?
True. That is true. Yeah.
So I don't know how they would.
This is so
The
complicated.
Fox
bro.
universe in itself was before they even got to the MCU. It was already confusing as hell. Like, and now they're in the MCU. It's like, bro, like the Fox timeline is so like screwed.
It's so fucked. And they made it even worse with just like implementing even more multiverse stuff. And then we have Sentry. Like I said before, I don't think Sentry is I didn't think Sentry was ever gonna die in Thunderbolts. Like, I don't know what people are thinking.
Oh no, that's insane.
He's the villain. He's the villain, but I don't think he's actually gonna be the villain. Like I think it's gonna be like the Louis Dreifman girl, the one that puts together the Thunderbolts. I think they'll just like turn on her or something. Like that's kind of my theory.
That makes sense.
And then we have all the members of the Fantastic Four. Okay, I don't even have a theory for this. I don't even give a fuck. I saw the Fantastic Four trailer in IMAX yesterday for the first time.
Yeah.
And that shit changed my life. And I forgot to mention this. I don't know if I talked to you about this, Brantley. Before I saw Captain America Brave New World, I saw it in IMAX. And they did like a Fantastic Four themed. You know how like IMAX screens have like the countdown from 10 to 1 and then it says like an IMAX logo and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, they did that in the Fantastic Four with the Fantastic Four extended version of the Michael Giacchino score with like fully themed out. And I was literally like, I couldn't do it. Like I was so like, if this shit is bad, I'm gonna have to air it out, bro. Like there's no like,
crazy.
we're firing Kevin Feige, bro. Like, dude. I guess the only thing to say with the Fantastic Four cast is with the rest of this cast, do we think that this is the Fantastic Four's doom?
I mean, it sucks. Like, I don't know because like I did want them to probably encounter like if there is like their own doom. I just don't like this whole like I've mentioned before. It's like the whole idea of, like them seeing a variant before they meet their actual like nemesis or whatever. I just think that's a little like annoying. But I mean, I guess low-key at this point, I would low-key prefer if this was just like their doom, bro. Because like, I just think it's just weird, like if they have
no.
doom down
I'm
the
saying,
line.
I'm saying like this would be their doom, and this is the doom that's like this is the doom that's the main MCU doom. It's just he just originates from their universe.
Yeah, I'd be like at this point, bro. Yeah, just let's just roll with that, bro. Like,
wait, what else would you want though? What else would you want? I think that's perfect.
Or are we talking about Downey's doom, right? Or
yeah. I'm saying like Downey's doom.
Okay, yeah, so you would prefer. I want that. Yeah, prefer that over like them having this and having like a second Doom, like their actual.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
I think Doom will end up being one of those characters, kind of like Doctor Strange, where even if they do variants, which I don't think they'll do variants of Doom, because I think with Kang we kind of learned that makes you value the main one even less. You know?
Yeah.
So I think they'll just keep him as he is, and that's why also in the trailers I think like either Mr. Fantastic will like invent the time like universe traveling, or Doom will invent it and Reed will kind of be going off of that and trying to track him down or something like that. And then we have Shang-Chi. I don't really give a fuck, honestly. Like I'm so sorry, bro. I just don't care at all.
Well, we haven't seen bro in forever though, so I'm like, this would be like
literally his own movie.
Yeah, and what was that? That was like
22 maybe? 22 at least.
Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, no. So I mean, I'm kind of interested to see what they do with him in here. I mean, I don't think he's gonna do much, but hopefully they surprise me. But yeah,
I mean, I think he has cool action.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like he would be, but like, what the fuck? Okay, well, he has the 10 rings. I was about to say, what is Karate gonna do against Doctor Doom? But he has like
he has like mystical abilities and shit.
That's true. That would be really cool. I'm really interested to see the like 10 rings mesh with like multiversal abilities, bro. Like imagine this guy fighting next to Doctor Strange. Like that would be kind of sick as hell.
No, that'd be interesting.
And then we have Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man, bro. I love Ant-Man. I've always loved Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd. This is just elite bag work to me.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Ant-Man, has always been cool to me. Like, I mean, I think he's enjoyable in most of it that he's been in so far. I mean, I never watched Quantumania, but still haven't seen it. But yeah, everything
Paul Rudd
else,
is the best part of it. Paul Rudd is the best part of it. So, and then we have Loki, which Brantley still hasn't fucking watched Loki season 2, but
yeah,
or
I
season
got
1.
that
Have
thing.
you? Have you
No,
seen
I've seen
season
season
1?
one. I yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay,
I
okay.
love season one. That was like
Dude,
my
bro,
favorite probably season of Disney Plus stuff before this
oh yeah,
new
no, it's
Daredevil
elite.
season.
But guess what? Loki season 2 is still the best Disney Plus series in my opinion. But dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Loki is probably gonna be like the most important character. He has to be. Like, there's no way he's not. Like,
Dang,
you've seen that clip of him like holding the tree together, right?
I don't think so.
He is basically holding the entire multiverse right now, like in his hands. Like he is like the
That's
multiverse.
crazy.
He literally saved the entire multiverse in a show. Like, and it's in a show that most people haven't even seen. So
Yeah,
it's so sick. I'm like, man, that's my most excited character, honestly, because Loki's just so goated. And I think they're finally gonna like actually kill him off. Like here. Like, I think he's dead.
you think so? Like, you think this is
Like,
permanent end?
I think he'll be like the fan favorite after Doomsday.
Mm.
Has to be.
Even with
Then we
like
have,
the previous like fake out deaths, or nah?
oh yeah, no, I think they'll like certify, like they will say something where it's because they're not doing a season 3 of Loki confirmed,
Mm.
and I don't think they're bringing him back unless it's like Thor 5, which I doubt they're good. Like, Tom Hiddleston probably doesn't want to do that shit, so
Yeah.
maybe he does. Who knows? But I don't know. Then we have Chris Hemsworth, Thor. You know, honestly, Love and Thunder kind of just ruined it for me.
Bro, but that was just Taika Waititi, bro. Like, he was doing bullshit. Like I think
Thor got hella aura, bro. Like,
like I'm
like
interested
not
to see
anymore,
what
not
they do.
anymore, but like before,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, he was kind
Who's that
of,
guy?
dude, in Infinity War. Oh man, that's elite work. And then we got obviously Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna hold
Big
you.
guy, that big guy.
Every single day that I sit with this casting, I love it. I'm just like, dude, like this is like, bro, let him do some like Strauss treatment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him that, like
Bro.
exactly what he did in Oppenheimer, bro.
They're
Like,
not
let
letting him do that.
dude, let him do that, please. Like, that's my hope. Is if we watch that first trailer and he's not moving like Strauss from Oppenheimer, I'm not. I don't even want it. I don't want it at all. That's my last hope for this film, is that they really do let him go all in. I doubt it, but I want it so bad.
Yeah, no, no, definitely. If he actually got deep in that bag, I think that would actually have me very excited if he got into this Strauss bag.
Yeah. Anyways, let's kind of get into just characters that weren't announced that we like, that I like think will be here. I think like Captain Marvel will probably be in here somewhere because she's like a
Yeah.
cosmic character. Well, who else? I think. Oh, okay. So Doctor Strange hasn't been reported. I think he'll be in there unless. So rumors are saying that Spider-Man will not be in Doomsday at all.
Yeah, I
Actually.
saw that. Yeah, but his movie's like taking place like during
It's gonna
Doomsday,
take,
right?
yeah. So apparently his movie's gonna take place during Doomsday, which, if they do that, which now this wouldn't make any sense for Doctor Strange 3 just because like there's nothing about that movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no casting, there's no director, whatever. So there's no way the movie can come out in a year. But if they kind of set his movie that's after Doomsday during the events of Doomsday that are essential to the events of Secret Wars, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Did that even make any sense, by the way? Like, I don't like.
I think I follow you. Yeah.
So, because Doctor Strange is like the main thing when it comes to like incursions and stuff like that. Like, they
Exactly.
Multiverse of Madness. So if his events for Multiverse of Madness incite stuff going on in Doomsday, and his movie releases after Doomsday but takes place during Doomsday, I wouldn't mind that. I actually think Tom Holland's movie taking place during / like right before Doomsday would be kind of iconic, bro. Because no one knows who he is. No one knows who he is. This is, bro. Wait. Why do you look like that? This is exactly what we wanted, bro.
No. Is it what we wanted,
what?
bro? Because like,
yes. Wait.
how is it going
What
to
are
like?
you talking about?
Okay, well, because like we still don't know the premise of Doomsday, right? But like when I hear like, oh, his movie's gonna take place during Doomsday, like I'm just thinking they're about to give us some more multiversal stuff.
No, that's actually
Like,
not how I view it at all. That's actually the opposite of how I view it. I view it as it takes place like during slash before, right? So like this is like nothing has quite shifted yet, and I would think maybe like wait, does Doomsday come out before or after? Because I'm about to say some bullshit.
I think it comes out before his movie. I think, right?
Marvel movies in
Because
release
Doomsday comes out
order.
in May of 2026.
Fuck, that means it comes out after. Damn it. Okay, I'm thinking it takes place before slash during. There's no way it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean,
Dude,
well,
are
yeah, I
these
mean,
the
that's what they
bro,
said though.
brother,
I mean,
bro? The next three movies after Fantastic Four are Doomsday, Spider-Man, and Secret Wars. That's so sick.
yeah, no, that is a crazy like
That's such a
run.
fire lineup.
That's yeah,
Anyways, that's crazy.
yeah, that's like three like almost event kind of films like back to back to back. Okay. But
Anyways, so yeah, back to what we were saying though. Yeah, so I think I actually disagree with you wholeheartedly because I think this means that you have nothing to do with the multiverse. Like you don't need what is Spider-Man going to do with the multiverse if no one knows him anyway, right? So like no Doctor Strange is involved, nothing is involved at all. So
but
I
why
think
they
this is
said
the
it there then though? That's what I feel like them setting it in that time period has to be like significant to some reason. You know what I mean?
well, I think they just needed to drop a Spider-Man movie. That's kind of the way I view it.
But it's
It's just
like
like
they can still have it like set like before Doomsday.
I think it'll be set before Doomsday.
But they were saying it's during Doomsday. Well, I said that's like
Well,
the what people
I think it's
reporting.
like during slash before. Like I think the
I don't
ending of
know,
the film,
bro.
I think the ending of the film will be kind of where Doomsday starts. You know what I mean?
And see, I hope that's the case, but like
Oh,
I feel
also,
like
what if Doomsday just doesn't take place on the MCU Earth?
that's also true. That's also true.
I feel like
But I
that
don't
makes
know.
much more sense.
No, I agree. I agree. But I was like saying like because like ideally, yeah, like that would make sense. I would hope that yeah, maybe just like the end of the movie leads into Doomsday. I think that's like the best case scenario. But like
I don't
off
actually
off the
I don't think
wording,
Doomsday's
I'm not taking it that way.
I don't think Doomsday's taking place on the main MCU Earth. That's actually my prediction. Is I think it'll take place like either majority in the fan dude. Because what if because we know that the Fantastic Four takes place on a different Earth. So what if and Reed is making like a universe traveling device. We know that from the trailer.
Yeah,
So what if Doom is like bringing Avengers to them? That could be. I'm just saying possibly like because if this isn't this universe's Doom, then why would he target the MCU right away? Like probably something to do with like the signals. Remember in I think it was in the end of Shang-Chi or one of the early multiverse saga movies where they said like there was beacons which were like the 10 rings and stuff like that and then Kamala's
yeah,
rings and stuff like that. So like that could be something that brings Doom to them like that the power of that.
yeah.
But I'm more so thinking that it's just like why would Doom come to the MCU? Like if his Fantastic Four are in a different universe, then I don't really see him targeting the MCU. I'm just trying to get them everyone off of Earth so we can get a Spider-Man
Dude.
grounded movie. That's really all.
That's
I'm
what I'm
trying to do.
saying, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're being too generous to Marvel,
I am
bro.
definitely
Like
being too generous
they would not give us a street level Spider movie like
to
if
save our
someone's
lives.
life was on like the line. They would not do
Fuck
that like for any
yeah.
reason. Like that's the only thing I'm scared about. But I do wonder because honestly, I even wonder, bro, because like Marvel they was all so much trust in me. I wonder if they're even gonna really hard like actually like stand on like their ground with even the whole like oh he's completely forgotten thing, bro. Because they have a
Yeah,
habit
that's my
of
biggest worry.
retconning stuff just for like out of convenience. Like I just feel oh my god, I'm just so scared, bro. Because like
I agree,
I don't know
man.
they rare like sometimes they don't stick to their guns at all. Like they'll do something big and then oh we're just gonna like revert our decision. I'm like man. Like,
Yeah, that would suck. I don't know. I have a little bit of faith that they'll keep it grounded. I think because I think they could do like one. Okay, it does kind of feel like a waste of a movie between like Doomsday and Secret Wars for sure if it's not multi. You know what I mean? Like in between your two biggest movies, your ultimating movies of the universe.
yeah.
Where do you go from there? But I am like we're nearing the end of the dude. In 2027, we will be in a new saga of the MCU. Like we could see like a full reboot of the Marvel universe within the
For
next 2
sure.
years. So I think this is kind of their shot. Like I think this is kind of their chance to where we where we get our grounded Spider-Man movie.
Hope and also the first one not directed by John Watts.
John Watts, yes sir.
Thank
This
God,
Destin
dude.
Daniel Cretton. I'm actually excited for that. I'm really interested.
Oh,
Uh,
he's doing Spider Man.
I think so.
I thought he was on Secret Wars like initially.
No, yeah, he was. He was. And he got taken off. Or was it
He's on
Secret Wars or was
Spider-
it Kang? Was it Kang? It might have been Kang.
So he's doing Spider Man for sure. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing Spider-Man. And then the GOATs, Anthony and Joe Russo, doing
The
money
GOAT.
laundering kings, bro.
No, for real.
All right. You have any thought? Oh, and Chris Evans.
Oh yeah, no, that's interesting.
Honestly, dude, bro, we have heard so many rumors. It's either like Avengers versus X-Men with Doom pulling the strings. It's either
That's what I want.
Avengers.
Ideally.
It's either Avengers X-Men team up, or it's like fucking Sinister Six of multiverse OG Avengers versus like the whole universe. So like I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's interesting. I am like, dude, you get an alternate version of Chris Hemsworth fighting Chris Hemsworth, where one of them he's like a villain and the other one he's Thor. Like that's kind of sick to me. You get Hydra Captain America versus Captain America. You know Chris Evans is on watch, by the way, when he's played Captain America, Johnny Storm, and Hydra Cap in like the same decade, by the way.
No, for real.
That's crazy. Running back like the multiverse characters is crazy work. But yeah, you have any thoughts to wrap it up before we move into the movie reviews of the week?
Not really, man. I'm interested for sure. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. Like you mentioned, I think the idea of like Avengers versus X-Men with like Doom kind of pulling the strings, I think that would be a cool concept to see. I don't really know the plot of like Secret Wars, but I don't know if they would do it for Doomsday because this might kind of reminiscent of Secret Wars to some degree.
Well, Secret Wars is like multiverses fighting each other, like whole universes fighting.
Whole universe. Okay. So, I mean, I think that could all just be very interesting, honestly. So, I think that would be sick though. I'm not gonna lie. Avengers versus X-Men, like I can't like that. That would be kind of fire. I can admit that I would be there for that.
Mr. Fanboy.
I would be at this point because it's like I like at this point it's like at least just make like the multiversal
coolest,
stuff like,
the coolest multiversal thing possible.
Just make it as cool as possible at this point because I know like that's what they're leaning into, and it makes sense for like where they're at in the universe, like and stuff like that. Just in terms like the current state of the MCU, like they gotta put all the big guns, even like that slate back to back. I'm like, bro, like. Damn, like
that's kind of
they're trying to go all out for like the next year or two. So I don't know, man.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I don't know. Well, I don't care what anyone says, bro. No one's yucking my yum. Okay, I'm seated.
I feel it.
All right, so we're gonna get into the movie reviews of the week. We're gonna talk about 2 movies, 1 TV show. We're gonna start off. Brantley, did you get to catch Woman in the Yard? Or do you want to start with?
Yeah. No.
You got to watch.
I saw both yesterday.
Sweet. Okay, we'll start with Death of a Unicorn.
What a day at the cinema, bro.
Oh no. Okay, I don't know. I saw your rating for Death of a Unicorn. I didn't see what you thought of Woman in the Yard, so we'll get into that. But starting with Death of a Unicorn, initial thoughts, Brantley. What'd you think? No spoilers.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. The first like 40-ish minutes of the movie, I actually like the general setup. Like I was okay, like the dynamics are cool to hit the unicorn, and like okay, this unicorn, kind of has whatever like it's gonna get exploited and stuff like that. I just thought once they got to, I guess you could say like the actual meat of the plot, the tone shift, I thought everything just really dragged, bro. I'm like,
I thought it tried to be so Saltburn, bro.
Yeah, it was like the Saltburn, like Jurassic Park kind of thing, like. I thought none of it worked. Like none of like kind of I guess the horror aspects worked for me. None of the thriller aspects really worked.
Was it supposed to be a horror?
I mean, I felt that's what I'm saying. I felt like the second half of the movie is literally just like a Jurassic Park like plot, bro. Like they're just running around like, and I just thought, I don't know what they were trying like to get me to feel like with that because it's like they were trying moments of like tension where like like I don't know these I don't want to spoil it, but like what's going on? Like they're running from this stuff and it's like. I don't know. To me, it just felt like
you can say unicorn, bro. It's in the title.
Oh, I don't know if it's in the like the trailer, but like I don't know. I guess like this is the poster. Yeah, like they're running from these unicorns and stuff, and it's like I'm like I just couldn't really get into it at all. Like I thought at the beginning of it there were some funny parts. I thought Will Poulter has probably the best performance in the movie. sometimes I thought he was a little annoying, but like I was overall like, he's just having fun with it. Like I think it was a cool performance. But yeah, overall I just thought it really dragged in like its second half. I think the first half is actually pretty decent.
Interesting. So I did a double feature. Wait, did you do a double feature as well?
Yeah. I saw one like noon, the other one I saw like 7. So yeah.
Okay. I did basically back to back, and Death of a Unicorn was the second one. And I had a lot of fun. Like I was laughing the whole time. Like I was like kind of chuckling. I think it's also because like the people behind me were also laughing a lot. So like I just
Yeah.
like, was kind of giddy. It was kind of fun. But I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought Jenna Ortega was good. I thought Will Poulter was hilarious. I thought Paul Rudd was hilarious. I never for a second believed the Paul Rudd being Jenna Ortega's dad. That never was.
Oh yeah.
That was so not real to me. And then
No, for sure.
I also thought it was way too on the nose to be like try to work on any comedic level in terms of like the thematic idea of it. Like it was so pharmacy bad.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Like I
No,
know,
the
I
commentary
understand.
was very like
like,
yeah, it was very much so, like I don't know, like anti-capitalism for like dummies, like very like it was
yeah.
just like oh the rich people are bad. Like they were just literally explaining like yeah, that's another thing I just thought the movie is very like surface level in its approach to things. I'm like, yo, like it doesn't really make you think about anything at all. Like, okay, we get it. It's
Yeah.
very straightforward, which isn't always bad. Like, I think it makes for something that's kind of just I think this isn't a terrible movie. I think it's like a light watch. Like, it's something I probably would like if I was at like a friend's place, just throw it on, like have a
Are
good
you
time with some
taking
friends and stuff.
are you taking this
But
or the other new A24 title Opus? What's your
I
pick?
haven't seen Opus, bro.
Oh, I thought you watched
I
it. Okay.
tried for so dude, this week is like my
Dude,
first
they
week at the
took
theater in
they
like 3
took it
weeks.
out. They took it
Yeah,
out
I
of my
saw it's
Regal.
out fast as hell. It's a guy of
Dude,
mine
that
too.
shit. Yeah, no, this was the first time I'd been to like a Regal for like a fun movie watch. I was like, oh, okay, it's like
Yeah.
this double feature was an insane pull, but
But low key though, like, I mean, just going off the reception Opus and like my thoughts of this, bro, like it's interesting. Like A24, man, like at least in terms of what they're picking up, distributing,
watch.
yeah, like
Fuck them. I hate
low
824,
key,
bro.
like
Oh my god.
low key,
Well,
they
actually, okay.
are on
I don't
watch,
hate. I don't.
watch,
I don't
bro.
hate 824. I can't say that nowadays, but I do. I am very frustrated with 824 with the titles they've been picking up recently, their distribution style and their promotion style. They had this in Opus in back-to-back weeks. I didn't. Maybe they just didn't believe in Opus, but I didn't see a single ounce. I did not watch a single trailer for Opus. I didn't see a single ad for Opus. And I'm chronically online. That's the problem. Is like I am genuinely online all the time, and I didn't see a single thing about Opus. And I saw way too much for Death of a Unicorn. Like I was seeing trailers, ads, billboards, everything you can think of, bro. Neon better, bro. Neon
Yeah,
better.
because even when I was watching this, bro, I thought of it. I was like, sitting, I'm like, honestly, like, I don't know, because I get like the A24 kind of like what, like their like general perception is kind of like corny, like, but it's to some degree like they are known for just kind of distributing like stuff that's a bit like against the grain, a little unconventional. But this, I was like, yo, like this really could have been distributed by like Universal, and I wouldn't have thought much of it, or like Paramount or Warner Brothers. Like this is like a very like by the numbers kind of thing. Like it wasn't something I would expect A24 to pick up, honestly.
This is produced as a Jurassic Park film. Like it feels like a big, like budgeted, like comedy, like
CG was
surface
like
level.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
at times like
won't deny that. But that's how, I could definitely. That was my biggest worry when I first saw the title of the film. I was like, all right, so like A24 movie with unicorns.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we're cooking here, but no. Neon, I mean, it's not really even a competition, bro. Neon has won like 5 Palm d'Ors in a row. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they just picked up Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, which is better than anything A24 has released in the last like year, I'd say. Other than the Brutalist, technically, I saw the Brutalist technically I saw the Brutalist before it was picked up by A24. So did I really watch an A24 movie? Who knows? But no, I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they do. I think Neon is miles. Like, even though I hate the Osgood Perkinsification of Neon horror films, dude, Together was a banger. Nirvana, the show, the band, the movie's a banger. The Life of Chuck isn't that good, but I saw it before Neon picked it up. So did Neon? Again. Really wasn't even a Neon movie.
bro.
Yeah, I
Presence,
mean, I'm
bro. I mean, presence.
okay.
Presence.
Well,
Like,
okay. I will say Presence did at least feel like a solid like artist pickup from Neon. You know what I mean? Where it's like it does feel like there was a vision
ah,
there that Neon believed in,
I
and
like
like
that.
maybe no other studio was giving it a shot. You know? That's
Exactly, bro. Exactly. What else was presence? It's I can't think of. I feel
Nora.
like someone else say it differently. Yeah, Nora. Yeah, bro.
Nora,
They're on fire.
Best
Like,
Picture winner, bro.
so that's the thing. Yeah, I think A24. Like, I mean, obviously, like it was just weird. I feel like yeah, like they're really just I don't know slowly. Not even slowly. I feel like now like eventually they're gonna just be kind of just like another just studio kind of. I mean not to be like oh like they're like mainstream, but I mean they are now. I mean very
They are
mainstream,
now,
but it's
100%.
like I think now yeah you can just kind of see like they're not really they're kind of moving away from like to me like the indie like aesthetic type of thing. They're really just corporate.
I saw a review for Opus on Twitter, and someone was like, "Oh, Opus is like exactly what when you say when you say like this is an A24 movie, like
Yeah.
what an A24 movie looks like. Someone's like, yeah, it is Opus, like because A24 is not a style. A24 is a production
Exactly.
company.
Yeah.
But like when you think of A24, everyone's like, yeah, Opus is like made for A24, basically.
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Dude, I've seen A24 movie chocolates get a wider distribution than the Brutalist limited release. It's actually insane work.
Real.
I don't
Don't
know.
get started with Sing Sing, bro.
I know. Like
Yeah.
I've seen Sing in less theaters than I've seen the A24 chocolate. Like I don't understand what they're doing. Before we move on to The Woman in the Yard, Brandley, what is your final score for Death of a Unicorn?
Yeah, I gave this a 3 out of 5. I think it's cool. Like I think I don't know. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say you have to go out and watch it in theaters. It's like just something you probably throw in like down the line. Like
I
it's
think
not
this is like the
terrible.
most Prime Video
Yeah.
movie of all time.
No, for sure. Like definitely. And like, bro, can we please like Jenna Ortega please put the moody teenager rolls down? Like, please
Dude,
stop.
someone
Like,
get Jenna Ortega in a real movie.
like her
I've-
agent.
Dude, I have not seen Jenna Ortega in a real film ever in my life. I'm looking. She hasn't been in a real movie since X.
A real movie is crazy. But she was
Well,
in
okay,
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice wasn't bad. That was.
But she played the same kind of thing, and
Yeah, she played the exact same character. X
she's
is
got
the only time I've seen her in a different role. Well, she actually wasn't bad in the new Scream movies. Like she was still playing the same character, but like
Yeah,
I didn't
like,
mind
bro.
that. That was
Like,
kinda
how,
fire,
bro?
but-
Come on, she's 22, bro. You're out, still playing moody teenagers, bro. Like let's move on
Dude.
from that.
This honestly, she had an insane run of just like random ass characters. That movie Finest Kind, and then the Fallout Miller's Girl, bro. Dude.
Oh yeah,
What are we
wait, isn't
doing?
that movie where she was like getting with like a teacher or something like that?
Yes, bro. I watched it
Yeah.
last year. Okay, the movie is kind of interesting. I won't lie. Like maybe it's just my Jenna Ortega bias, but like
Yeah,
like there's some interesting thematic ideas going on. I'm saying all this, and I think she was just fine as hell in the movie. But you know,
yeah. For real. Oh, but she's gonna be in the Weeknd's new movie.
Weekend
Yeah,
movie. Dude. Okay, okay. We'll move on in a second. I'm at a dilemma here, though. Okay, I didn't watch The Idol because I didn't want my perception of The Weeknd to be ruined. Okay,
yeah.
because people that have seen The Idol have told me that
The clips are crazy.
it makes sense why he makes this like horny ass music when you watch
Yeah.
him in The Idol. I'm very scared to watch Hurry Up Tomorrow because this is like a job thing, you know. This is where it's like I should probably review this movie because Weekend fans will either put me on a cross and burn me for this video or love me and I'll gain 1 million subscribers. It's one of the two. But dude, is it really worth? Like The Weeknd's like my top 3 artists right now. Like
Yeah.
I can't like.
Oh, for sure. No. But I'm actually excited for her tomorrow. I mean, I don't even know like the actual like premise.
I
of
don't
the
know what it's
story,
about though. That's the thing. That's why I'm a little scared.
But I think because it seems like he like from what I know, he seems like he
He
does
plays
take a lot of, like
he plays himself.
bro, like low key could be fire, bro. Like let me
Dude,
see,
a
because
musician plagued by insomnia is pulled into an odyssey with the stranger who begins to unravel the very core of his existence.
so it seems more like it's just based like a visual like album for his album, low key. That's what it comes off as. to me.
I forgot that's the title of his.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like 'cause-
yeah.
Yeah, they're saying
100
it serves as a companion piece to his album. So like low key, it could just be like
Interesting.
almost like some Circus Maximus type of vibe thing.
Well, it is 105 minutes though.
Mm. And it's like there is like it's
So,
just like some story kind of there that might carry it through. But
how long is his album? His album is an hour 24. Can you look up how many hours is 105 minutes? I can't do the math.
how many hours is it? That's
Yeah.
that's got hour 45, right?
Okay, so it's a little longer than his album then.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Um,
I think it could be
that's
interesting.
cool.
Like,
Actually, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
yeah, like so I'm saying I'm excited for it, and I think obviously I think the visuals would be pretty on point. I don't know, like,
Yeah, 100%.
I think visually
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
give Death of a Unicorn 6.5 out of 10. I did round up to a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was really like, I think this is the most like 7 out of 10 like average fun movie.
yeah,
I
yeah.
genuinely like, if I told my mom to put this on, she'd be like, "Oh, that was fun." Like, you know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, then we get into The Woman in the Yard. Barely oh no.
Bro.
Oh no. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, like halfway through the movie, I was like, Brantley might have been right.
Oh, you actually agree with what I said like way back when?
Dude, it genuinely, if the black phone somehow fumbles every bag possible,
Bro.
you might have been right, bro. This might be the best Blumhouse flick of the year.
I wish
Now,
I
the
could
bar isn't very high. The
swear.
bar is not high
It's
at
not.
all.
It's not high at all.
But
Man.
I guess let's start off with our ratings. I gave The Woman in the Yard a 3 out of 5.
I gave it 2.5, man.
Okay, we're kind of on the same page ish. Okay, adjust for inflation. Brantley's 2.5 is my 3. My 3.5 is Brantley's 3. Like, it's kind of evens out.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Okay, so let's go good and bad for this film, just because I think there is an interesting amount of things to talk about. What did you think of Daniela Deadweiler? Because I thought she was phenomenal.
No, I think she's really good as a lead. I think, like, I mean, by far, I mean, she was competing with kids, but still the best performance in the movie. Like,
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was really good. I would say, like, I know, like, I don't like really like shitting on child actors, but like the son, I thought he was kind of not.
I didn't think he was bad at
but
all. I thought he was just like annoyingly fine.
Yeah, like I don't know, his delivery smashes was really throwing me off. Like, it would just be like, I don't know, it just felt kind of awkward at times to me.
I wonder if they shot this
but
chronologically. I wonder if they shot this chronologically because he seemed to get a lot better towards the end of me. Like when we actually had him like learning things. I don't want to go ahead. I don't want to spoil anything big for now, but like when we started learning things, especially like when like the gun stuff happens, like I thought all of that was super cool. And like when we get a real connection to the dad and trying to actually finally understand him, I was like, okay, this is genuinely getting kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that it was set in like one house. Like I really like the look.
Yeah, no,
of it.
I thought it was interesting. Like
that was interesting to me. I really like the final act,
bro. Okay, here's the thing.
no.
The final act. This is my problem with the movie because I think the movie like conceptually is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I think the concept is interesting. Like what they do with the plot is like certain aspects of it are cool.
Okay,
we're gonna dive. Overall execution threw me off. Like
we're gonna dive into spoilers.
Yeah, I thought we have to.
We can't talk about the final act without spoilers. Okay, so let me get this straight. At the end, I want to just double check with you to make sure I'm not tweeting.
Yeah, dude, I had to like read an article after this, bro. Like
I actually didn't read anything.
Explain,
so I'm kind of just going off of what I thought at the end in my own head.
Yeah.
So originally, okay, by the way, biggest flaw with this movie, it could have ended about 14 different times. That's my biggest issue. Is like it ended like a million times just to keep it going.
For sure.
I will say, so I thought originally what the ending meant was, well, I thought it was going to end at this point, and I was like, this is really cool. I thought she becomes the woman in the yard, right? I was like, that's kind of cool to me. Like where it's just an unbreakable loop, right? But then, if I'm thinking about this right, dude, I'm having like dyslexia trying to like put together my thoughts.
Dude, that's because the way the movie like plays out its plot is so like, it's not confusing in a good way. Like, oh, it's like surreal. It's just confusing. Like, what was the writers doing, bro? Like, I don't know what they were cooking. Like,
so at the end, she accepts death, so death doesn't kill her. Kind of like a Puss in Boots: The Last Wish type of thing, where like she accepts that she is going to die, and that inherently lets her overcome the fear of death making her live. And that's
I don't
why
think about it like that.
and to me the woman in the yard is death. Like the fact that she can control shadows
Yeah.
and all this stuff.
Well,
So
kinda
I
like
go ahead.
I don't know. Oh, no, you can finish. You can finish. My bad.
I don't know. I just think she's death, and I think like actually when I was watching this movie, I thought that they had just reskinned Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, because literally at the end of that movie, Puss in Boots, like the little dog goes like, "What if he comes back?" or something like that, and Puss is like, "I'll be ready next time." So like, I think it's literally
Yeah.
just that. Like, I think she's genuinely like, "I faced death once, I can face it again." Right?
Mm. Okay, so this is what I thought. This is my first before I read up on it, this is what I thought initially. And this was like kind of somewhat right, like what but like not fully. So basically,
Mhm.
like the idea is the woman in the yard is basically like a manifestation of like the dark parts of like the main like person, like her mind
Her
essentially.
mind, yeah.
Yeah, because remember like she was like with like her husband, like in the conversation she was talking about how she was like so unfulfilled and stuff like that. And basically
Yeah.
kind of had like resentment, like towards her children, all of that. And like basically like the woman in the yard was like her dark side like manifested as like this other being.
Yeah, because they were
essentially.
showing her like stabbing her kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, in an
yeah,
alternate thing. Okay, yeah.
exactly. And that's kind of what I picked up on when I first watched it. I was like, okay, so I get that. She kind of basically like, and she actually like killed herself at the end. She kind of overcame like her darkness. That's how I took it initially. And then I just saw this movie with like a friend of mine. We were talking about after, and he was like, "Oh, but like, the painting." I don't think much of it. But like, 'cause the whole thing about like the R,
Yeah.
like like her daughter was drawing the R was like wrong. But you got to
Backwards,
remember,
yeah.
and I didn't even peep this. Like my friend told me, but like, remember when she goes to like the mirror, like, and she's like her dead husband, stuff like that on the bed, and like everything's like upside down, like backwards.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess the ending is like it's like basically like two different like realities, and like the ending is like she did kill herself, but she's actually in like that separate reality where like everything's like
Oh.
reversed. So that's why they show the name at the end with the R flip.
With the R, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what it's trying to show. Like, so I guess she did kill herself, but we just like it ends in the other, like I guess the good reality. Because I guess it's like two different sides to it. It's like a good and bad, like I guess like timelines happening simultaneously. But I'm so confused. I don't even know if that's like fully true. Like,
Wait,
I
that
don't know
would
what's
make
going on.
sense because remember they had her recreating the scenes of her as the woman in the yard. Remember when they're in the
Yeah.
attic? Whoa.
So I think that's what it is. I think it's like
Dude,
parallel.
I have chills, bro. I have chills. Holy shit.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
Look,
that's
I feel like
crazy.
if they made that clearer, this movie actually would have been pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie. I think the way it's written is just like
2.5 is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. 2.5 is you're explaining this to me, and I'm
dude,
like, bro. Okay, I think the execution just wasn't like it. You know
yeah,
what
the
I mean?
execution was just weak to me. But I thought like the actual like what they were trying to cook, like I see vision, I see the vision. It's just
Dude, who
I
is
don't
this
know.
director, bro? We gotta get.
It's the
Wait,
guy
this
that
is
they
the guy that
carry
did
on.
fucking Black Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
That's
crazy.
crazy. Oh
But yeah, I
wow.
think that's what it is. But I thought what you thought too. Like when I first saw Woman in the Yard, I was like, oh, this is gonna be dumb as fuck. I'm like, she's gonna be Woman in the Yard, bro. Like I thought I saw a twist like from a mile away. And then when it happened for like the little like kind of like 30-second sequence, I was like, oh fuck, it's gonna end like right here. But I was happy when it kept going. I was like, okay, this actually might be interesting. Because I would be
Yeah.
like kind of disappointed if it's in with her as like the woman in the yard.
Oh,
But
100%. Yeah.
yeah, I think my biggest problem with the movie also just like this like I guess the scares. I guess this was
They
I don't
were.
know, this
It
was
was a
kind of yeah.
Oh, actually, I thought it was more so just the sound design was good.
Yeah, no, sound design was really good. But yeah,
Like I don't think it was.
this
I don't think it was
scary.
actually scary. It just built a good atmosphere. Which, like, obviously, when there's a loud ass screech, I'm gonna flinch, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the same thing as a jump scare. It's just like sound and like, I don't know. I'm very like, bro. I will like start. I will
Yeah.
cover my ears. I don't give a shit. Honestly, the audible scares scare me more than like visually. Like
Oh,
I
I
can
can, I
like
can understand
something
that.
can
Yeah.
jump out at me, but like I hate like loud noises. So this movie, the freaking lady was screeching the whole time, and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Like it's actually pissing me off.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe 5-10 minutes in, like the second the lady gets there, and then because obviously we start off by figuring out that the husband is dead and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, instantly I was like, this is death. Like this is like I think like the woman in the yard is the physical
Yeah.
manifestation of death. That's my prediction. And by the end, I kind of still believe that. Like that was my like interpretation of the film. Um, but I really do think like the parallel universe darkness thing. I think that's perfect. Like that's actually super cool. I might actually bump this up to a 3.5. Like, this is kind of sick. Um,
But it's just certain things
I
that
don't
they
know.
don't explain either. Though still, like I still don't understand. Like,
Bro, there are so many plot holes in this film, bro.
yeah, because it's like even like because we have the sequence where she sees like the lady when she's driving with her husband, and then that like leads to like them dying. But was it like
It's
is
the
it like
darkness. It's because
did the darkness take over or just like
no. If it's
I don't
your
know.
theory, if it's your theory,
Yeah,
then it's like the angel and devil type of thing, where it's like the like devil side of her, or darkness or whatever it may
yeah,
be, is kind of like scaring her or like knows what's best for her, and so it's like I'm just hypothetically saying I'm gonna scare you so you get into a car accident, your husband dies, and now you can actually live the life that you want to live. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
No,
like that's
yeah, I
kind of
follow
the way
that.
I interpret it. But I don't know. It was also explained way too late. Like I thought all of that was like because then I don't know. I felt we lost all of the impact of the kids stuff in the final act. Like that stuff, it all kind of all went out the
Oh,
window.
for sure.
I thought the kid was such an annoying little shit, bro. Like the bouncing the ball thing. I was like, I'm gonna fucking manhandle you myself, bro. Like that shit was actually pissing
No,
me
for
off.
real, he was a dick, bro. It's 'cause, like, bro, not only is your mom grieving, she has a
Crippled
fucking
ass mom, bro.
like,
She can't walk.
he's being like bad as hell. Like, I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, but
Dude.
yeah, I don't know, man. I thought that was interesting. Another thing, like also that thing like on her face, we didn't really like it. It was so much stuff like in there. I'm like, I thought this movie could have definitely benefited from being longer, which is something I really don't say often.
100%.
But like this be like an hour 20. I just feel like they really didn't get to like flesh out this idea as much as like they really could have. So that's my biggest thing with the movie. I think we actually could have benefited from at least being like at least an extra 20 minutes or something
Yeah,
like that, just
100%.
to get a bit more just like information. Like I don't know.
I think they also didn't really explain. I guess I thought this was gonna be more, but like they start the movie with like showing the dad's office with like the diagram of the house and like the paintings and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And to me, I thought it was gonna go like a supernatural route of like the dad haunting them maybe or something like that because it seemed like the dad had everything like pre-planned. They just never went back to it again. There was the one scene where the boy confronts the woman in the yard with the gun in his hand, and
yeah,
they have they match cut it to the diagram of the house. And I'm like, that is sick as hell. Like the top view, I'm like, that's so
yeah.
cool. Then they never do that again. And I was like, that's so annoying.
No, for there was moments here like cinematographer where I was like stylistically they cooked,
Dude,
especially
the thing
like
where
that one
she
thing
throws the
the
cup.
I want to say yeah.
Oh my
like,
god, that shit was so cool.
hard.
That was so
That was
cool.
hard. I'm not gonna
They
go,
were really
like,
cooking. They were really
I was
cooking.
like, hold on. That was early on in the movie. I was like, hold on. Like, this it might be fire. This might
There
be
was
gas.
really just like moments of sauce going on.
No, for real.
I thought the use of mirrors was also really, really cool because those are shots where you have to use CGI in like a low budget film like this. It's like
Yeah.
removing the camera and making everything look seamless. I thought it worked really well. To wrap it up, since we already gave our ratings, we have 2 more Blumhouse movies left this year. Or no, 3 more. We have 2 or 3. I think we have 3. We have The Black Phone, Megan 2, and FNAF 2. I think The Black Phone is still probably going to be the best song of the year. I think The Black Phone could possibly be like a 7 to 8.
Yeah.
FNAF will probably be a solid 7 in my opinion.
Women Yard's already out of contention for me, bro, because I got this under Wolfman, so unfortunately, I think I do. I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy work, bro.
I don't know though, because more I think about it,
That's crazy.
I low-key, after we talk about it,
Dude,
I might bump
Wolfman
this
is
up a little
actually
bit.
not good. Wasn't I the one defending Wolfman on the episode, bro?
You were, but like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like this movie just like, I don't know, like this movie's frustrating for me to think about, like, because it definitely is more. Nah, I might bump this over like Wolfman. Because this one is at least interesting to think about compared to Wolfman. Like,
This is
Wolfman
the
is
best
kinda
written. This
forgettable.
is like the best written Blumhouse movie in like 2-3 years, and that's that. I mean, that's not a high bar, but it's saying something.
Loki is probably one of the better written ones I've seen in a little minute, bro. Like, so I don't know, man.
Yeah. But that wraps up the movie talk of the week. Bradley, did you watch the new episodes of Daredevil this week or no?
I did not watch the recent 2, but I've seen 4, 3, 4. We're on
so
5. Wait, how many are we at? 5, 6?
we're 5-6 now. They gave 5-6
Yeah.
last
Okay.
week.
I've seen 3,
Okay.
4, not 5, 6 yet.
So 5 is my least favorite episode of the entire season, and I think it's
I keep seeing people say
universally.
that. Like,
Well, it is so like from the original show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like they shot this shit like it's just a filler episode. It's just a bank heist. You need to watch it before. Actually, what we'll probably do now is wait until the series is over, like
I would
next
say it's
month.
just full season review. Wait,
Um,
when is it? I thought it ends like how many episodes is it for the season?
there's 9 episodes. It ends in 3 weeks now.
Oh, 3 weeks. I thought it was like 8. Okay, 2.
No,
Yeah.
because they're doing one a week for the rest of the season. I believe they might actually be dropping the final 2 together. I don't know, but I kind of just wanted to do a mid-season review. What are you thinking so far? Nothing specific. I mean, like, what are you thinking of
Yeah.
characters? Because even 5 is like, or watching to episode 4, there's 9 episodes. So like, excluding obviously the 2 newest episodes, what are you thinking so far?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, they're cooking, bro. They're
Really?
cooking.
Wow.
I
I
think this
thought
is fire, like.
really. Okay, what did you think of all the White Tiger stuff? Did you get to the Punisher episode?
Well, I guess to the part because what 4? I think in 4 that's when Matt first visits Frank and they kind of have the arguments stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
the
then
argument
that was
scene.
about it.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's the one.
dude.
Okay, that's what I was telling you about when I watched the show originally, about how I watched that scene. I
Yeah.
paused the show, watched the Netflix rooftop scene, and then went back to the show and rewatched that episode.
No,
What did you
for
think of
real.
that, dude?
No, dude, I said I was like, this is real. This is real ball right here. This is actually
Yes.
Like, it took me right back to season 2, like that exact like moment, that rooftop scene. I was like, bro, this is what it's
Wow.
about. Like, and that's what
It's
I can tell,
working.
like, no, it is. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause even through somewhere like like I'm over. Like I realize the show is gonna look how it's gonna look, but the writing here is definitely carrying this through. Like I think this show is some of the best written stuff I've seen from like Marvel in who knows how long. I just think it's just great all around. I'm not gonna lie. Like the courtroom stuff, bro. Where the White Tiger like trial, bro,
Elite.
I was locked in, bro. I was
Oh my
locked in.
god.
And then, bro, when he died, bro, I was so oh my god. I was like, yo, this is
Dude,
crazy.
it was crazy. I'm so happy you're enjoying it, dude. So okay, with watching all of the episodes early, especially with Daredevil, because I squeezed it into like a day and a half because the social embargo had already released. Like I wanted to get my video out there, whatever. With squeezing it into a day and a half, there's so much where I'm like, I wish I could split this up. Like I wish I could take my time because there's so much to take in. And I feel like I'm biasing myself because I'm like, obviously I'm going to love it if I'm watching every episode back to back to back. You know, like I am just so intrigued that I'm just clicking play on the next episode right away.
Yeah.
Whether it is for work, press or not. Like I'm pressing play and I'm wanting to watch it.
Exactly.
I'm so glad you like it, dude. I'm so glad you like it. I'm actually like, oh man. So okay, I will say, what did you think of the minimal Daredevil so far that we've gotten? Because it's mostly Matt. That's one thing I thought you wouldn't like.
No, honestly, I was just shocked they kind of even took that risk because I felt a show like this, like they probably would try to at least like insert Daredevil into every episode like one time. But the fact that like literally 3 and 4, it's no Daredevil.
Feels like season 3, right?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like this is like they're actually taking time to really flesh things out, and like I really do appreciate that. Because I mean, I know we're gonna get him. Like he's gonna come. I'm assuming the back half is gonna be a lot of Daredevil. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with Muse and stuff like that. I guess I think that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man, so far I'm really enjoying it. Like I think like dude, not I really watch this now. I'm even more excited for like season 2, bro. Especially because I sent you the pic, like the black suit, bro.
Yeah, the black suit.
Like,
oh man.
Like, I'm just happy that we're back. I'm happy this is actually like enjoyable. I was so scared this was not going to be an enjoyable show, but they're cooking so far. I've heard only good things about 5 and 6.
So 6 is like really great, and 6 really sets up the.
Well, yeah, I've heard only bad things about 5, good things about 6. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So would you say visually, like if season 2 is visually better? Are we talking Netflix competition, or are we talking Netflix competition so far? I put my ranking just to refresh. I go season 2, season 4, season 1, season 3.
That's valid. That's valid. I think.
But I've also seen all the Daredevil parts of this show already. Like you know what I mean? Like I've seen like I mean, I'm not saying the CGI is phenomenal, but they also don't really do the Billy Cubs. Like, not to like, it's not a spoiler, but they don't really do much. Like more of like, you know how in the first episode he's like swinging on the rooftops and shit. They don't do much. They don't do much more of that.
Thankfully, yeah. That's how you kind of tell like this show is kind of like a mishmash of like the older show and then like kind of when they rehauled it, because like you can tell certain things like this feels very more like MCU-esque, and certain things like these
Yeah.
feels more like the original show, like Netflix kind of. But honestly, yeah, I could see so far. I understand why you have 4 and 2 so close, because I think that is like probably the closest. I mean, 2, I like 2 a lot, but I think it is the
It
weakest
just
of
drags
probably the
way too
show.
much in my
And I think it
opinion.
was just too much going. Yeah, it was just kind of all over the place a little bit to me. It wasn't as cohesive. So I definitely could see this season topping 2 the by the time like it wraps up. But I don't know. But right now, I think I still have 2 over it, but that's only because I'm 4 episodes into this one. But I can for
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
see this one topping it, because this one definitely is a bit more streamlined so far. Stories are very much so like it's kind of just one story happening right now, honestly. So I think that's
I like that so far in this series they do like one at a time. Like they've been going
yeah,
like original stuff with Matt dealing with his identity problems and stuff like that. And then you get to the White Tiger stuff, and then you get to more
yeah,
identity with like Punisher and stuff like that. And then you get into Muse, and then there's like another storyline after that in the final 2 episodes. It's not necessarily 3 episode arc. Well, actually, it is more 3 episodic arc than like other series, but I really hope in season 2, since they're shooting it like an actual season 2. Because remember, season 1 like you
yeah.
said, mishmash. Since season 2 is more dialed in, I hope they go 3 episode arcs. But I hope they release it week to week, because for Andor season 2, which Braylon, you got to tap into Andor before Andor season 2 comes out. They are, dude. They're dropping 3 episodes a week for Andor. It's literally only lasting a month. They're doing three,
What?
3, and 3, and that's it, and it's over.
Why are they trying to speak? I don't understand this release model. Like, I guess start off with multiple when you premiere, but like I think after that should be week to week. Like,
It should be week to week. And
I think this
okay, I
model
do.
is
I will say I get it for Daredevils, because I think they did it on purpose. They did it so meticulously. 5 is easily the worst episode, so they put one of the strongest episodes of the season right after it,
yeah,
just to like get the conversation flowing. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. The final 3 episodes are fucking heaters, bro. Like like I told you this on the first episode that we talked about Daredevil after the first 2 episodes came out, and I talked about this in my full review. The final 3 episodes finally feel like a continuation of the Netflix series, because I
they'll
genuinely
lock
think the
back in.
majority of what they
Yeah,
reshot had to have been in the final 3 episodes. I think Muse was probably added in the back half of creating the new version of the show, because
yeah.
he's
Because
not
right now
very
he's not a
present.
factor at all in
Yeah,
first
like
4. Yeah,
I mean, you'll see how he's implemented, and they've been sprinkling stuff throughout, but
yeah.
they do an amazing job of just setting him up as this really just evil fucking person. And I think it just truly feels like a continuation of the Netflix series. I'm so excited for more people to see what this show has in store. But that pretty much wraps up everything on this week's live. Bradley, did you have anything else to say on any of the topics we talked about this week?
Man, I'm just happy to be back doing the show. I think like this, it was definitely was a lot to cover this week, bro. That Doomsday news came out of nowhere, so
I know,
we kind of hop
insane,
back on that.
insane work. I don't know. I mean, I'm always excited. We're always ready to talk about Marvel stuff.
So for real.
But yeah, we will be
Yeah.
back next week. I believe Minecraft movie. I'm
Oh
watching it on
God.
Sunday. Hype, hype, hype.
Minecraft
I might actually end up seeing the Minecraft movie twice, because I'm gonna watch
twice.
it. Dude. Okay, I want to watch it in 40x though. You can't even.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. For
So
40x, yeah.
I'm watching it regular on Sunday at a press screening, and then I might watch it on like Friday or something. I was gonna say, let us know in the chat. Do you guys want us to review Screamboat Willie? So, Bradley, have you heard of this? Wait, no. Okay, this sounds crazy. I know. So Mickey
Nah,
Mouse
you
recently
gotta-
went into Steamboat Willie, like the original Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
went into
yeah.
IP, free IP. So the first movie comes out this week in theaters, and it's the guy that plays Terrifier, plays the Mickey Mouse.
What? I'm looking at this right now. What the hell? Why does he look
It's
like
called
this?
Screamboat. Yeah.
Screamboat Willie, bro.
So that comes out on Wednesday. I might make a full review on it.
I would see this before I see the Minecraft movie, bro. I mean,
Really? Okay. I mean, yeah, watch it. But well, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's one night only. I think it's Wednesday night only, because I think they can
Oh,
only afford to
Wednesday
put it in
night.
theaters
Oh.
for one night.
Yeah, but this looks low budget as hell.
Yeah. No, this is like Winnie the Pooh verse level shit.
That is insane. Screamboat.
And then I'm getting Andor. I'm getting all 12 episodes of Andor on Monday. I'm technically not allowed to talk about it until April 18th, but I'll probably watch the first 3 episodes, or maybe even 4 by the time we do next week's live stream. So I'll give like a one sentence review on it. Like
I
I'll
feel
give
that.
one sentence of what I've seen so far. And then I'm also seeing The Amateur on Saturday, so Saturday night with
Well,
the
that's
new
the
Rami
Rami
Malek
Malek.
movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
with Lawrence Fishburne. So if we do the live stream Saturday morning, I won't get to talk about it. But if we do the live stream Sunday, I will get to talk about it. The week after we get Drop and Warfare, which is I'm low key
Dude,
like really like
I'm
that's a
I
good
kind of
week.
excited for Warfare, bro. And Drop
So
actually seems interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, Drop, we were shitting on it, bro. We were shitting
We
on
were,
it.
we
We
were, we
were.
were.
But
The
every
trailer won me
trailer,
over.
dude, every trailer intrigues me more and more. And then Warfare, like a 95-minute war movie that all takes place in the same like situation. A lot of my friends have seen it. Everyone says it's like intense as hell. I'm actually really interested to see what it's about. Inject some American propaganda into my veins. But that wraps up this week's live stream. Thank you guys so much, everyone who stayed till the end. We will see you guys next week. Peace.